Our new Energy Czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now, new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup, insurance, and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365.
You've heard Alex explain how the Silver Lungs generator infuses the respiratory system with your self-produced colloidal silver solutions, yet many are unaware of the entire function of the Silver Lungs system and how it has been designed to deliver your silver solutions anywhere in or on the body. My name is Mario Cifaldi, and I'm the developer of the Silver Lungs generator. Not only does the Silver Lungs system produce endless colloidal and ionic silver solutions, it also comes equipped with the proper applicators and devices needed to deliver your silver solutions directly to key target areas. This includes the eyes, ears, nose, lungs, topically to the skin, and orally for the digestive system. Be sure to watch our new 7-minute video tour of the Silver Lungs system at www.silverlungs.com to learn more about how the Silver Lungs system works. As well, we are always ready to answer any questions you may have. That's www.silverlungs.com.
Hi folks, this is Alex Jones asking you for a minute of your time to tell you about soap. Not detergents, but good old-fashioned pure soap made by the Cal Ben Soap Company, a family-owned and operated American company. My family, staff, friends, and radio listeners are constantly telling me how much they love these products for bath, hair, laundry, and dishes. There is nothing like these factory-direct, big money-saving, triple-concentrated soaps anywhere. Get a free detailed catalog by calling 800-340-7091 or see them online at 5starsoap.com or Infowars.com. Let's talk to the owner of 5-Star Soap, Marty Schachter, and see what he has to say.
As founder and owner for over 63 years, people keep asking me, how's business? I'm happy to say our business is going down the drain. Call us at 1-800-340-7091. Visit our website, 5starsoap.com, for buying our 1 to 2 month soap sampler. Thank you.
A very wealthy U.S. citizen is predicting that in 2011, we will witness the most important day in America in more than 50 years. He says it will change everything about our lives. The way you shop, travel, invest, educate your children, and even how you take care of your health and your own family. Now, this man has made some outrageous predictions over the years. The crazy part is, he's usually right. You see, he predicted the collapse of GM, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and America's biggest mall owner, General Growth Properties. In fact, Barron's called his work a dire prophecy. Recently, he created a video, which you can watch online for free, detailing his biggest and most important prediction yet. And it's a real eye-opener. I can't stress this enough. You should at least watch this free video online today. He explains everything you need to know, including simple steps you can take to protect yourself. You can find the video at www.endofamerica3.com. That's endofamerica, the number 3.com. Watch the free video at www.endofamerica3.com. That's endofamerica3.com.
Coast to coast, direct from Austin. You're listening to the Alex Jones Broadcasting Network.
We now take you live to the Central Texas Command Center in the heart of the resistance, rallying patriots worldwide. You're listening to The Alex Jones Show.
All right, final segment. We'll be back tomorrow live, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you don't have a local AM or FM in your area, though most of you do, you can simply listen at Infowars.com or XM. XM re-airs this at night. I'm told coming up in 2 weeks, they're going to carry the full show live on XM and Sirius. Very exciting. The truth is coming out. The people recognize it. No matter how wild this information sounds, it's all verified. It's all documented. And I've got some incredible stuff to talk about tomorrow. I meant to get to it today, dealing with what happened when I went to the gym today. I saw a poster on the wall for a lady who's 30 years old, a Marine Corps staff sergeant dying of a rare cancer that women and men have never really had until now. I went home and searched it, and sure enough, it's associated with depleted uranium. 2 tours in Iraq, 2 tours in Afghanistan, 30 years old, dying, trying to raise money for her. Why not just not use the DU, and then you don't have to have all these people dying? And I've got all the government numbers. They know full well it's killing the troops. And then I went to a gas station. And got in a debate with the guy behind the counter who's joining the Navy. And I just said, look, it's great to be part of the military, but it's not great to take those experimental shots and breathe depleted uranium. And some guy behind him was laughing about it, but I turned around and I said, listen, this isn't funny. And I went over the evidence, and he wasn't laughing anymore. He was there buying a big case or whatever of beer. You know, he was going to go home and do what a real man does, watch the football game and laughing at some guy trying to talk to people at a counter. Everybody knows Americans don't talk to each other. Americans sit down and shut up when the communist Chinese are playing anti-U.S., anti-military songs at the White House. Well, you can shut up if you want to, pal. I'm not shutting up. You got that? Never! My First Amendment was paid for with blood of our founding fathers and veterans, and you can spit all over it if you want, but I'm a real American. There's still some of them left. All right, I said I'd take calls, get to this final news. I think it's been a powerful and informative transmission today, but I will cover this as well on the 3-hour show tomorrow. Utah City may use blimp as anti-crime spy in the sky. Reuters told you about that a decade ago. 23-story rocket launches U.S. spy satellite. What they don't tell you is it's admittedly going to be used to spy on us. Germany's involved in spy satellites, spying on the U.S. With the U.S. government. They claimed it was for global warming. Lou Rockwell's got a big article out dealing with how the police all over the country are no longer getting warrants to search houses, you name it. Who needs search warrants is the headline. Seattle activist wins case against the TSA. He didn't have to show them his ID once he'd gone through, and he was videotaping them. Court rules he's allowed to do that. I meant to get to this, but we don't have time to play the video, but it's up on InfoWars and Prison Planet. We have links to it. The Toronto Star has it. It's a video of an activist, and we covered this at the time when it happened. The police just announced, we've passed a law, no protesting allowed, no videotaping allowed, no having backpacks allowed. And then after the G20 was over, it turned out there was no law. They just lied and said it. And again, I'm not in the business of bashing cops. I'd get along with the average cop better than a lot of folks. Deer hunting, you know, whatever. I'm not your enemy. The point is, you need to decide what team you're on. It's the same thing all over the world. They did the same thing in Pittsburgh. They arrested members of my crew, saying they weren't allowed to be on the streets of America. Took them to a military base. And it says in the video, a woman's voice from behind the camera points to the protesters who were within 5 meters of the cordon-off zone, the area in which Torontos were led to believe erroneously that they could be legally searched by police officers at whim. And they go on, the cop tells him, look, you're not in Canada anymore. Well, that's true. We're not in Kansas anymore. We're in the police state. Don't you understand that due process is there, cops, so a foreign bank doesn't just take your mortgage, as they've been caught trying to do? It's there so if somebody gives your kids bad drugs at the hospital, they go to jail. It's there so you got your free speech, dummy. It's all we got is these liberties and these freedoms. They were paid for with blood. They're special. And when you watch the video of these cops, they are getting off on grabbing this guy, intimidating him, getting in his face. And all he's doing is saying, look, I'm here with the media. You're not allowed to do this to me. You're not going to search my bags. I'm out here on the streets of Toronto. And the cop goes, you're not in Canada anymore. No, I know we're not. DHS and TSA offering parking, anti-terrorism training. I've seen these videos released by TSA. This is out of America City and Country report. And they're just training locals to spy on each other. You got a better chance being struck by lightning and hundreds of other things than being killed by terrorists, but they act like it's the end of the world. Domestic use of aerial drones by law enforcement likely to prompt
privacy debate. It says the city of Austin is the first in the country to use these routinely against its citizens. How long till they weaponize the drones? Again, militarized police. A military kills people and breaks things. It fights an enemy. It isn't part of the community. And the city of Austin is completely Fed-run. There's this federal board that recommended Arte Saveda to the Dallas job. They hired the other cop they recommended. And, I mean, they got warrantless blood checkpoints here, and now that's been adopted nationwide. I mean, this country's going down, and I live right in the center of it, where they make you pay for other people's abortions in Austin. That's getting struck down in Obamacare, but I got to pay for it here. That's why I just moved out of Austin. I now live outside the city. But my business, my operation is here. I got to pay taxes to them to kill babies that way. I mean, and again, I'm evil because I don't want to pay to have babies at 8.5 months on the table murdered or put on shelves to die. That's now come out all over the news. I'm the bad man. I'm the bad man. D.C. expanding public surveillance camera network. Homeland Security, though, now admits they never built any of the virtual fence or the physical fence. It was all fake. It was all for PR. The borders are wide open, but they got Pentagon paid for spy drones and satellites watching me right here where I live. And Arte Saveda was in here about a year ago with one of his lieutenants. The guy was like, you wouldn't believe the surveillance we've got. And I went, you've got laser cup links that shoot up at windows that are invisible to the naked eye that listen to everything in my house. And the guy was like, well, yeah. And Ace Saveda goes, shut up. To the guy, don't you talk to him about any of that. And I said, don't worry, Ace Saveda, I know about the face scanning. I know about the license plate reading. I know about the laser microphones. Don't worry, I know about the blimps. I know about it all. I know about the CIA aircraft with narcotics. I know about DynCorp right down the street. I know about it all, okay? I know about it all. And I'm sick. But we're launching the V for Victory campaign with a simple message, putting up V for Victory flyers everywhere to get the media talking about it, to get solidarity as citizens together. For local media to ask, what's the V campaign about? It's V for Victory. The French used it during the Nazi occupation to say, we don't approve of this Vichy French collaborator government. We understand we've been taken over. Well, we've been taken over by foreign offshore banks through fraud. And the minute we arrest them like Bernie Madoff and Ken Lay is the minute this country turns back around. Their crimes are legion. The Federal Reserve, the private banking consortium, won't tell Congress where $28 trillion's gone. They've committed crimes. I'm risking my life to tell you this. Things are only going to get worse. We're going to be like a third world country unless we say no. And the Republican leadership isn't going to save you. The Democratic leadership isn't going to save you. The truth is going to save you running for local government, getting into the counties and cities and state, and blocking the feds through 10th Amendment nullification. It's our Bill of Rights. It's our Constitution. It's our right of passage. We are the people. We are the government. We are the sovereigns. And until you face up to just how bad it is, just how serious it is, just how hardcore all of this is, it's only going to get worse. And the social engineers know you're waking up. And I'll have to cover this more tomorrow, and I'm out of time for calls. I apologize. But this article at Infowars.com, get it out to everybody. Google seeks to weaken search engine ranking of content farming websites. And it just goes to say they're going to start blocking out alternative websites like Drudge and Infowars. Because they know we're the most popular and rising. And this has been the Internet to UN Chinese model to censor. And this is happening now. Google has to be boycotted as well. And in closing, if you're angry, you want to show your solidarity. We need to show with symbols that we are against the tyranny that's taking place. And just like our Obama Joker poster made international attention, this V for Victory. We are Legion. You are not alone. United we stand. V for Victory. Infowars.com. And the short message at the bottom of this little, regular print paper size clipping. You hang it up at work. You put it on car windows. You hang it in legal places, wherever it's going on. You get it out, you email it, you put it on the end of your emails, you put it on the end of your articles. V for Victory against globalism. V for Victory against the New World Order. Recognize we're occupied. Recognize it's wrong. Reach out to others. Talk to folks at the grocery store, on the street. I do it. You can do it. We're in serious times, but together we can defeat this tyranny. Thank all the supporters and everybody you make it possible and the crew. See you back tomorrow, 11 a.m. Central.
Alex told you the government announced recently that the recession is over. It ended on June of 2009. The millions of Americans unable to find